I'd want is you to be my sweet honeybee. And if I was a tree growing tall and green, all I'd want is you to shade me and be my leaves. All I want is you, will you be my bride? Take me by the hand and stand by my side. All I want is you, will you stay with me? Hold me in your arms and sway me like the sea.
Hi, I'm Neeraj Jain. Scholastic has been helping children around the world for around 90 years. It is with this mission that Scholastic was set up in India around 12 years back. And today, after 12 years, we've been reaching out to children from Kargil to Lakshadweep with our unique channels of book clubs and book fairs.
Scholastic has a corporate mission to connect children to the books they want to read. And to this end, we take the Indian end of our publishing list very seriously, because Indian children need to read about contemporary Indian life. And we have some of the finest Indian authors writing for children on our list. Some children naturally like to read and others do not. For children who enjoy reading, it's our constant endeavor to provide them with the finest in children's books available around the world. However, there are also lots of kids who do not enjoy reading, and we want to make the whole experience of reading very exciting for them.
By and large, reading is a skill, and it needs both initiation, practice and continuation. And in that aspect, I think Scholastic has had a very good role to play.
I think all the promotional activities that Scholastic does is very child-centric, and we invite Scholastic to the school. The children enjoy it, and that's important.
On the last Friday of November every year, children across the country participate in this event. We get an Indian poet to write a special reading pledge for the event, and schools conduct any reading related activity that they want to do. In addition, for every school which signs up to participate in this, we donate 100 books to underprivileged children.
It's beautiful. We have some lovely pictures of One Nation reading together, and people from Scholastic come and initiate that whole process, and the whole school reads together, all our campuses.
One Nation reading, which Scholastic promotes in a large way, is I think every school's dream. You have an assembly in which the assembly is dedicated to reading. Every child is carrying a book to the assembly, and 10 minutes of silent reading. Collective reading has a huge advantage.
Storytelling night is something we plan to do every 3 months in at least 10 cities across the country, where a bunch of children's authors will come together and tell stories to children.
Today, because people really have no time to sit down and read to their children, say stories, listen to stories, I think bringing in an author who has spent his life growing with those kind of things makes a huge difference.
This is a competition where children across the country are invited to write fiction and non-fiction pieces. They send these in to us. They are judged by a group of Indian authors for children, and the finest of these pieces are published in what is the most special book for us every year, For Kids by Kids.
When these competitions are announced, all our children want to write for that. So what we do is, obviously we send all the entries that come to us, and the children, they wait very eagerly for the results.
Hello, I'm Saimanik Sood from Sriram School, Vasant Vihar, and I have a fair in my school. It's the Scholastic Fair. I love buying from Scholastic. Whenever it's in my school, I would always buy like 5-6 books every day, and especially the one with the newest Ghost in the Machine. And the ones that are horribly science, they're just too good.
There is a world of exciting activities that Scholastic can bring to your school. Scholastic book fairs have been operating in India for a little bit over 10 years now, and from a small beginning they have grown all the way up to 3,000 fairs a year. We are operating in locations as geographically diverse as Gujarat to Gangtok. Today I'd like to talk to you a little bit about how you can book a fair, how the fair is of benefit to your school and your students, and what exactly goes into a fair. On the day of the book fair itself, our dedicated and professional staff will arrive early at your school with racks full of lovely books for your children and set them up for display. Our staff will then coordinate with the school to ensure that an orderly and focused browsing environment is created for the children, which allows them to choose the books which they will enjoy and like for many years to come. Scholastic book fairs are planned with the ages and the reading abilities of children in mind. Usually this means that our fairs are planned according to age group, ranging from classes pre-K to 2, 3 to 5, 6 to 8 and 9 to 12. This encompasses students all the way from infants up to class 12 and young adults. Several days before the book fair itself begins, our educational coordinators will distribute brochures, book fair brochures to your students, which will allow them to look and choose at the latest offerings at our fair. At the day of the book fair, during the browsing periods, wish lists will be handed out, wherein students who are too young to purchase books for themselves can write down what books they like and take them home to their parents for evaluation and for the exercise of their parental judgment.
I find the fair very interesting and I buy most of my books from here. Scholastic Book Fair has been an awesome experience, and the Scholastic has books for all kinds of children.
This is the third time I'm buying stuff from Scholastic, and it's fantastic. It's the word that I have. Me and my son, we come together here, and it's pick and choose, and we have to cut down where to stop.
We've been having this Scholastic book fair in the Sriram school many a times, and I bought umpteen number of books from here. And there are all kinds of books, which is what I like.
The collection they have is really good. It could be activity or coloring or informative books or story books, you name it and they have it. And my experience has been really, really good.
I think I picked up something from every stand, and it's really been, I love it whenever I come here. I think I like it more than my children.
Let me take a minute to take you through how exactly a Scholastic Book Fair can be brought to your school. Our educational coordinators will contact your school, whereafter they can discuss with you as to what the best format of fair, best type of activities to be brought to your school, and so forth are. We can also, they will either contact you in person or through telephone. Additionally, we also have a toll-free number which you can call if you would like to request a fair to be done at your school. Scholastic Book Fairs has been working with some of the largest schools in India over the last several years, and I believe that we have uniformly given satisfaction to both parents, students and the schools themselves.
And Scholastic has been playing a wonderful role. They've been a good companion to us for the last so many years, and we have together we have organized a lot of book fairs, exhibitions, and they have brought a few authors and quite a few things we keep doing together. So it's a wonderful relationship we are sharing with Scholastic.
The Scholastic book clubs are probably the most innovative way of bringing books to a child's hands. The book clubs are divided into 3 age groups: Champ, which is classes pre-K to 2, Ace, which is classes 3 to 5, and Star, which is classes 6 to 8. The Scholastic Book Club brochures have the appropriate reading level information and descriptions of each and every book within the brochure. With 3 major book clubs in the year, each of them is based on the school academic cycle. Our June offer, which is the bumper offer when all the children come back from their vacations, has all-round books. We keep this in mind because the new school session begins then, and the kids are just back after the summer break. September is a time for festivals, so our books tend to be themed around the festivals of that particular time. In January, we have a selection of books which essentially help gear up the child to prepare for the exams. The child gets his or her book delivered right to their classroom in individual packing in less than 3 weeks. One of the biggest advantages of the book clubs is the nice and easy pricing. All books are sold at a discounted price.